Taurus. Hey there, it's Melissa. Here to do your weekly love reading for the week of August 24th through the 30th. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification all if you want to be notified when I upload or go live. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate for everyone. However, if it does resonate for you, I would love if you could hit that like button for me. And even feel free to share this on other platforms if you feel it could be helpful to other Taurus. Also, you can check out your other signs. We have all 12 signs will be uploaded throughout the week, each week prior to the week that the reading is for. Energy and time are fluid, so this can be for any time in your life. If you come across this reading a year after I put it out, that is when the universe wants you to see it, and when you should be, looking for the energies that are in the reading. There is a PayPal me account linked in the description box below if you feel like leaving a donation to my channel. That is thank you so much. That is greatly appreciated. Please make sure that you are in a financial space to do so comfortably. And there is a pricing list and an email address to get a hold of me for a personal reading if you are interested in that. Let's get at it. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How your person's viewing you. The Five of Swords. How you're viewing your person. Rest and recovery. The Four of Swords. The Five of Swords and the Four of Swords. Lots of swords. Whoa. Are we dealing with an air sign? Are we just feeling very reserved and cut off from the world? We all kind of are right now. I'm not going to lie to you, Taurus, because of what's been going on. And we really have had to go within and kind of cut off all connections to anything that doesn't serve us. But the underneath the deck, or the overarching energy, is the Judgment card, which I think really does signify just getting very grounded, taking a look at your life, where it's headed, where you are now. Are you where you want to be? Are you doing what's really for you and to satisfy you, fulfill you internally, or are you doing what you think you're supposed to do, what you've been taught you're supposed to do? I think that COVID and all of the tragedies that we've gone through as a collective are here to really awaken that question within us. If money wasn't real, if money wasn't a thing, and we all just lived to live, and we all shared, and nothing was, would we be doing what we're doing for a living now? I don't know why I'm bringing that up, Taurus. That is what I'm feeling called to talk about. But let's get into the love reading, because that's actually what you're here for and what I'm here for. So the Five of Swords, there's a lot of pain going on in this reading. I guess that's why I'm talking about it, because I think the overarching energy is really reevaluating where we are and where we stand, and are we standing where we want to stand, or where we were told we should stand. So the Five of Swords is, I've been enlightened I've been doing a lot of reading on these, to try to bring you guys the most accurate, readings as possible. I'm usually a very intuitive reader. However, I do want to know what each card signifies, and then I'll interpret it in my own way as well. What I read up on this was sort of, somebody who is, trying to choose their battles. Okay. So, sometimes we know we can win a battle, and oftentimes as human beings we go for it because we are kind of conditioned to do so. Really feel the need to voice our opinion, especially if we know we're right, which it's hard not to. What it's signifying is as being maybe the kind of person, where your person views you, the kind of person who maybe will not take the win if it's going to harm others. If that win is going to cost other people's happiness, you won't take that win. How integral of you, first of all, and wonderful, and so that's what the Five of Swords means to me now. It used to just kind of mean cut off, pain, but so it's choosing your battles. There are battles, by the way, so they are in battle, but they're choosing maybe to step out of the battle, or kind of even hand the win over, knowing they could have had it, in order to save somebody else's feelings. Wow, I think that's so remarkable. The way you're viewing your person is the Four of Swords, which is after some severe heartbreak. Okay, so the Three of Swords we're not seeing here. It's not in this, but I feel called to talk about it. And those heartbreak could be romantic or any heartbreak. After some heartbreak, there's always going to be a period of rest and relaxation needed in recovery and healing of those pains. Now, if you do not do this period, this recovery period of time, and this is again how you view your person. So if they're not putting themselves into recovery mode, they will take any pains from the past and bring it into their future. And so this recovery period is very mandatory in order to move on into a happy, fulfilled life. The Queen of Swords is the outcome of this situation, which is clear, concise communication, self-worth, knowing self-worth, but also cutting anything out that doesn't serve them. So this relationship, I'm not feeling like we're madly in love at this time, but we're going to get some clarifiers on this, don't worry. I feel like there's some healing going on, some wounds that need to be healed, and then I think some possible, if we don't go in and do the internal wounds, sometimes we end up in this just cutting things off. Don't get me wrong, always cut things off that don't serve you, but I think sometimes we can accidentally start, because of trying to protect ourselves from being hurt again, we can cut off things that do serve, that could serve us, could be good for us, because we're just cutting everything out, you know? But let's get some clarifiers on how your person views you. How Taurus's person views them. Oh, yeah. Wounded warrior. So somebody who's been through some things. And in need of some rest and relaxation and some recovery, and it's so mandatory and you deserve it. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so this is we got the Death card and the Hierophant. The Death card signifies the endings of old cycles and really releasing anything that no longer serves us, and a rebirth. Okay. And what I'm getting is that we are relying the Hierophant is a very, very connected being, very kind of by the book. Also, I'm not just getting like spiritual, but religious. But neither here nor there. Take that as it resonates. I'm getting here that in order to get out of this kind of space of trauma and pain, we're going to need to do some serious connecting to the Creator, and take some time to rest and relax. This rebirth is coming, okay? Now, we never end a cycle and then don't do anything after that. But in order to get to the new cycle, you have to end out the old cycles, and that does mean healing any residual pains, going and looking at anything that and I was just talking to another sign about this. We don't have to go trying to dig deep for all the things we've been through in life. They will come to the surface when we show the Creator that we are ready to deal with them and handle them and heal them. Okay, how can we do that? We can stop, put our guard down, okay? Be willing to be vulnerable, be willing to do the work on healing, not masking ourselves or cutting out emotion or cutting things and people off necessarily. Do cut anything out that is not making you feel okay or good. But basically, hiding from life is not going to help you heal from it. You do need to sometimes go into a hermit mode in order to do the healing, but it doesn't mean putting on a mask and or hiding in a corner. You have to make yourself available to the healing. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tied up in my words here because I feel this pain that needs to be healed. I feel that there's something that needs to be done here. And I feel this resistance to it, but it's coming regardless. And I want to point out too that the original pain, once you finally let the guard down and you're ready to do the healing, there's going to be this burst of owie, like this really, oh man, that really hurts. But that immediately starts climbing up. The pain starts lessening, okay? Because you're actually going to start healing it for real from the, this giving you the ability to have real connected relationships, and real loving relationships and nurturing relationships with people. We can still have superficial or on the surface relationships before doing this healing, but we're never really allowing the real us to escape. Okay, interesting. We're going on to how you view your person, and they are in recovery mode. The King of Cups. So this is a man of emotion, but a man who has mastered emotion. This is not because he doesn't have any. He has oodles of emotion, but he has learned how not to spill them all over everybody else. He handles them himself. He's really just mastered how to use his emotions for the greater good and not allow his emotions to hurt himself or anyone else. Okay, so that's how you view your person. And then some people say this is at a crossroads, this Two of Wands. I think. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's the Two of Swords. In either case, the Two of Wands to me signifies action. So you see your person, I think, after doing some... well, that was you that was doing the healing. I think they have too. Rest and relaxation and recovery. After doing some of that, it looks like they have, lit a spark or ignited something, and they are taking action in whatever that is. Action in, in self-discovery and self-recovery, okay? That's what I'm feeling. And let's get some clarifiers on this outcome here. I'm taking them both because they both wanted to come out. Okay, so more emotions. A lot of emotions going on here, but not necessarily... Okay, not a lot. I said that, and then I looked and there wasn't a ton of cups. The King of Cups and the Three of Cups. This does signify something to celebrate, okay? I think after we do make some decisions to kind of cut out anything that no longer serves us, and anything that really exudes self-worth and shows the Creator that we are in our power and willing to do the work and willing to cut out anything that does not serve us in that work. The Creator is going to, here, this is some battle, some sort of defensiveness. I think once, funny enough, going into battle to find self-worth and self-love, actually, you originally maybe have to cut some things out of your life, but the battle... it's letting go of the battle that is really needed, and letting go of the defenses that are not going to serve us in our authenticity journey, okay? They maybe served us when we were living in the ego or living, in this space where we had to kind of hide who we were from humanity, or we thought we did, because that's kind of how we get conditioned from I've talked a lot about this today, how we get conditioned from kindergarten on to be these, people that don't show, that don't emote, that don't show who they truly are. We are all supposed to think the same, do the same, be the same, dress the same, blah. And that isn't real. That's human. That's ego. But I think once we are willing to let down our defenses, however, cutting people and things that don't serve us out of our lives in order to let our defenses down. See, now, when we have people that don't serve us, if we let our defenses down, ouch, they're going to, right? They're going to get us. They're going to hurt us. That's why it's mandatory, not important. It's mandatory we cut out anything that would attack in a vulnerable space, okay? So when we really want to get to this place of celebration, this place of connection to the Creator and to other people, we actually have to cut out all the people, okay? So that we are not vulnerable to attack by them while we do the healing. Because do you want to know how much healing will get done if you're being attacked constantly by other people? None. So we're going to have to cut out anything that no longer serves us in order to let our defenses down, in order to connect fully to the Creator, okay? And to ourselves and our higher self. And then what is coming is the Three of Cups. The outcome is the Three of Cups. I feel like this isn't necessarily a love reading, but a self-love reading. The Three of Cups it signifies celebration. It signifies happiness, love, true love, deep love. And again, I think, you know, once we've done some proving to the Creator that we are ready to do that work, that internal work, and be vulnerable, but again, getting anybody and anything out of our realm that will hurt us in our vulnerable state is mandatory. Now, these aren't people that are going to maliciously hurt you. They're just people that are hurting still, and that, you know, accidentally might hurt you while you're doing that work, because they're still hurting. Okay, we do a lot of because they still have their defenses up. When we have our defenses up, not only are we well, we're not vulnerable to attack with our defenses up, but we are, people around us are vulnerable to it, our attack. Okay, hoofda, you guys. I'm gonna pull you some fairies, because we need some fairies, Taurus. This was a deep one this week, and I don't even think there's a relationship involved, to be honest with you. I think this is you. This is all you. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. You'll have to let me know in the comment section below if you are also, you know, because just the energy feels like one person, not two. All right, you guys. So, new beginnings. Oh, new beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So sweet, because I feel like after all of this work, this internal stuff you're doing, that this is, new beginnings are on the horizon, okay? The real life you were always meant to live is what's waiting for you once we do all of this. The birth of a new idea, well, and then there's another card in here that always reminds me that our ideas are meant to be protected by us, you know, until we are ready to execute them as well. Sometimes sharing them, and you know, we get new ideas, whatever it is, we get excited to share. I do this all the time, by the way, Taurus. I'm coming from a personal experience. I love to tell people all my ideas, but I think that letting that energy out of you spills it, okay? So you're all of a sudden, you know, you're no longer holding on to all of that, and people inadvertently will try to deter you from those dreams or ideas that you have. So just be really protective of what's not in a defensive way, but once, you know, you can be cautious and you can be careful and care for your innerness, your inner being, without, you know, without cutting, without being guarded, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You can, being truly happy is being truly vulnerable, but you don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable space until you are healed. So make sure you do the healing first. I'm going to leave it there. Taurus, I love you guys so much. You are one of my favorite signs. I am a Taurus rising, by the way. So this is where we're at. Some serious stuff has gone on, and we have some serious healing to do. So I love you guys so much, and I am so excited to see and hear about this Three of Cups, this time to celebrate. Kind of feeling like a new, like, you know, the springtime. That's what I'm getting is, and maybe it is in the springtime is when some serious new, seeing the world with new lenses is kind of what I'm getting here is going to happen. I love you guys. Enjoy your week. I will see you next week.